I was in Chicago, house full of Chiefs fans. I'm sure my sister-in-law Amanda's watching. She ate this up. This was hilarious, and now we are going to talk about this and all of the Week 7 things with Football Night in America on NBC Analyst. Me and my nieces were watching you yesterday. You were razzle-dazzling on the big screen in their living room. Co-host of PFT Live, host of Chris Sims Unbuttoned. What a day of football, and let's start with that. That was the funniest thing I saw yesterday. Mahomes faking frustration about hard counts. That was insane. Great acting.
Great acting. That's why they're awesome. I mean, they're always fun to watch. And if you went to their practices, Kay, that's where they're hilarious too, because you'll see a few plays and things and just go, what? I've never seen that before. Are they really practicing that right now? And that's where Andy Reid has the magic touch of being able to be tough on his players, but yet he listens to his players. He lets them have a little fun with creativity. And Mahomes and Travis Kelce just own that. And the watch out, because the Chiefs are one of the hottest teams in football right now. Look like they got it all figured out again.
It was very Andy Reid. It was very fun, which was a big point of emphasis when I did visit the practices at training camp and talk to Patrick Mahomes in the offseason. They weren't having fun to start this season, and now here we go. Rice is back. These 2 scores, they were explosive even though they didn't get a win against the Jags. I liked what I was seeing. Is this, you're saying they're one of the hottest teams. It's another level. 4th straight game scoring at least 4 touchdowns. Is this the best offense in the NFL right now?
Ooh, no, it's not the best offense in the NFL right now. The best offense in the NFL right now is the Indianapolis Colts, right? They can do everything right now. Now, the Daniel Jones is not Patrick Mahomes, so that evens the playing field a little bit. But that Colts offense is really good. You see that Cowboys offense is really good too, right? So those are some that are in there. But the Chiefs are certainly upward trajectory, and I think have figured out a few things over the last 3 to 4 weeks. And one of the things that I for a few weeks early on in the season was going, they got to find something that they're elite at, right? They weren't running the ball well. The receivers were banged up, so they couldn't throw the football down the field. And to me, really good offenses are always elite at something. And what they become elite at is the short passing game. And within the short passing game, defenses get sick of, oh, man, 5 yards here, 4 yards here. He's holding the ball so quick and getting out. Look, you're seeing a few plays just like that right now that you're showing the highlights. But within that, defenses get sick of being picked apart, right? So then all of a sudden they go, wait, he's picking us apart. We got to play more aggressive. And now a big play happens down the field to Travis Kelce open. Or we fake a screen and then throw to somebody going up the seam, right, for a big play. So they have found their mojo, plus they're healthy at the receiver position. Rashee Rice is a star. And now they have a guy that can formulate the offense completely around. I think it's going to make everything look better. We know their defense is good. So their offense is real good, Kay, but I'm not going to give it the title of the best offense in football right now.
In the AFC, who can take them out? Is it the Colts? Outside of the Colts, I'm looking at just the standings.
Right.
With where we're talking projections, who am I eyeing that's going to keep them from the Super Bowl?
I was the AFC is underwhelming, right? I look at the NFC and go, man, there's a lot of good teams in the NFC that I have less questions about. The AFC, you can almost go through every team here and go, oh, I got questions about all of them, right? But I look at it and go, yeah, if you're gonna make me 2 teams that are just on my radar that could take Kansas City out, yes, Indianapolis is certainly one of them. Indianapolis's defense is not awesome, but it's good, and they don't let you score touchdowns. They're kind of bend, don't break. The analogy I keep using is they bend, you kick a field goal, then they score a touchdown. Then you kick a field goal, and then they score a touchdown. And they're like, hey, we're up 14-6. We're scoring touchdowns. You're only getting field goals. So I do think they're one of those teams. I think the New England Patriots, with the way they're playing on the offensive side of the ball and Mike Vrabel and what they do, and he'll know how to manage a playoff football game, and they'll be ready for January football. Yeah, they'd be a team that if I was the Chiefs, I'd go, oh, my gosh, we got to deal with Vrabel and a hot quarterback, and Josh McDaniels is the OC. So that, to me, is the 2 teams I look at to be maybe the most dangerous. There's some other ones that are, on the radar there, but I think those are the top 2 culprits for me.
Do you want to talk to Bills Mafia right now? Why not the Bills?
Yeah. No, well, listen, Bills Mafia knows this already. I mean, they know Chris Sims has been down on their team in general the whole year. They're too Josh Allen centric, as you see. It's always Josh Allen. You better score a lot of points so we can get ahead and you can save our defense. You got to make magic happen, right? We don't have a superstar receiver who we can frame a game plan around. They run the ball well. and they have a good offensive line. But it is too much on Josh Allen. And then, I look at it, and I'm not in love with their defense. Their defensive scheme, the way they're coached is really good. But you see, whenever they have to play a team that they have to worry about stopping the run, like Atlanta last week or the week before that with the New England Patriots.
Good teams.
Then they get gashed in the pass game, right? Because they have to overplay the run game to such an extent that now they're in such a bad spot in the pass game, and they don't have great cover corners like that to where they have issues there too. So I like Buffalo. I know they're going to be a pain in the butt, but there's holes in their football team for me.
There are these holes, I've been saying, is this a hole that they're saying, okay, look at the landscape of the NFC or of the AFC, let's go make a trade? I was thinking that, like a receiver, but what you're saying is convincing me that isn't the issue. Like, obviously, getting a receiver would help, but you're making it seem like it's more of like a scheme issue.
Yeah, well, I feel like they need, compared to some of the other top teams, they just don't have enough difference-making players, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to close the game out for them on the defensive side of the ball, right? Who's the guy that, like we saw Green Bay in the big moments at the end of the game? Micah Parsons makes it. We see Chris Jones do it for the Chiefs for years and years, right? And T.J. Watt does it for the Steelers.
That's what they got Bosa for.
Well, yeah, but Bosa, like that, he hasn't been that guy for 7 years. It's been a long time since he's been that guy. So, yes, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of meat and potatoes, right? But there's not enough sizzle. And that's what I'm talking about. This is a league where the league is so close, right? The games come down to a few plays and a few playmakers making some plays in some big moments. And that, to me, is where Buffalo has lacked compared to the other top teams in football the last few years. So, yes, receiver maybe is an option there. I also look at man, is there a defensive tackle out there? Is there another cover corner out there that they can use and help their secondary out a little bit? I'll be interested to see their approach during the trade deadline, Kay.
They have multiple holes, sounds like. So Jacoby Myers, does that do it for you?
Ooh, he would be a nice addition, but I don't know if he's a game changer, right? That's where I'm not sure. Like, they have enough of that. Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Real good players, do a lot of good stuff. But, like, who's the guy that can catch a slant and run 70 yards for a touchdown?
Jalen Waddle?
The only way what'd you say?
Jalen Waddle?
I mean, yeah, maybe. That would be interesting. I hear it. That's what they need, though, that kind of guy. Now, I don't know if the Dolphins would trade within the division, but, yeah, you're getting the gist there of what I'm thinking a little bit for sure.
I like that you mentioned the Patriots. I want to talk about that. It's exciting. It's fun. I think it's really, really fun that's the name. And Drake Maye is fun to watch. And there's not many quarterbacks playing better than he is. The decision-making, all that. He broke Tom's single game completion percentage record yesterday. How far do you have him? And where are you willing to put him in your quarterback rankings? Top 10, top 5?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, as far as like the play this year, he is certainly a top 10 quarterback in the league. I mean, what we've seen over the last 4 or 5 weeks, you'd go, man, he's playing like a top 5 guy the last few weeks. I mean, he carried the squad on the road in Buffalo. You see yesterday what he does with all the big plays down the football field. And it's not like these are dink and dunk throws that we're seeing, and they're like managing them and let's make his stats look good and try to figure it out that way. No, you could see here from these throws, they attack down the field, and he's fearless of putting the ball in the tight windows. I mean, he's totally on his game. He's as hot as anybody in the sport right now. And then he makes some plays with his legs, and he's fearless in the pocket. So, yeah, between that, and then you go, wait, they can run the ball, and they got Trevion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, who are good running backs. Their defense, I think, is getting better and better. And with Gonzalez healthy at corner, with Carlton Davis at the other corner, man, they got 2 guys that can play some man-to-man on the outside, where then they can tinker and play with the other 9 guys on defense. So, yeah, I look at them right now and going, they have an identity. They know who they are. They're coached well. They know how to manage a football game. They're tough. Mike Vrabel's Bill Parcells Jr. to me. He's got the magic touch with the players, and I just look at it and go, yeah, I'm flying high about the New England Patriots right now.
Elsewhere in the AFC, I don't know what to make of the Broncos. Fun.
Yeah.
Heart attack. Fourth quarter, something flips. Denver outscores New. I mean, 33-13 is insane for the fourth quarter. What flips in the fourth? Because it's not just yesterday.
Yeah. I think that they just attack more. I think there's a little bit of like they try to stay balanced. They've been fortunate here where, fourth quarter, you get late in the game. They were down against the Eagles. They were down against the Giants. I think you get defenses that go in a little bit of a prevent mode, don't let up the big play. And then that allows Denver to start getting into a rhythm. And all of a sudden now the defense tries to change back to go, hey, let's play more aggressive now. But now Denver's in a rhythm and they got it going and they're feeling their mojo. That's a little bit there. But Kay, this would be another team here that I would look at and go, the defense is really damn good, even though it didn't play good yesterday. And Jaxson Dart made a lot of damn plays, that's for sure. But they're another team that I would say, just like Buffalo, they need another playmaker on offense. They don't really scare you in either aspect. Like the run game, J.K. Dobbins is good, but he's not scary. I'm not a defensive coordinator. It's like, oh my gosh, J.K. Dobbins, we're in trouble tomorrow, right? He's really good. No disrespect. Not trying to say that. Pass game the same way. Cortland Sutton's good, but teams aren't changing their game plans and going, oh man, we got to double team him and we got to do this in this situation because he's such an unbelievable player. To me, they are another team I'd look at here to go, they got a lot of things. It's there to be had in the AFC, but they need another playmaker on the offensive side of the ball, and I think that's some of the frustration you're seeing in their offense.
I feel like R.J. Harvey is supposed to be scary.
Hoping.
I feel like they haven't unleashed him potentially yet, but I don't know if I think they need another piece, Chris, because what I'm seeing in the fourth quarter, I just want to see in the first three. So is it, we could talk about finding a rhythm. Like, I need to trust Bo in January. They're not going to do this against the Chiefs and win. They're not. They're not going to do it against the class of the AFC and go very far. They're just not. He's going to have to bring it. Bo is. What can get him in the rhythm in the first quarter? Is it more play calling? Is it letting it rip?
I think it's more
opening. Are we protecting
I think it's
him?
that. Right. It feels like they're a little bit measured, maybe early in the game. A little too worried about doing the right play, getting the offense in the right situation. I'm with you, and let him like we talked about with the Chiefs before. We got to find something in the offense we're elite at. Once you're elite at something, you make the defense bend and do things that they don't want to do. And right now, I don't think Denver really has that, to your point. And I'm not sure what the answer is, because I think they've had moments of going, hey, let's let it rip, but yet, like, they don't have necessarily receivers that can just get open all the time on a whim. There's a little of that. So, hey, they're still early on in the Sean Payton process. Bo Nix is still young.
And they're winning.
So maybe there are some improvements they can, make as far as just continuing to grow in the offense, like you're talking about here. But yeah, it's interesting, but it's frustrating. They go through too many lulls, and that's why I kind of get into this. Like yesterday in the game, yes, it's 26-8. Like I talked about, the Giants they do things the right way. They play prevent, they make them work and go down the football field, and okay, they score. Right? The Giants still at 26-16. It's 10. There's 5 minutes left in the game. It's there to be had. The Giants are going to win the game as long as something crazy doesn't happen, and Jaxson Dart throws the interception on third down. Right? And really, I don't think there's any way Denver can come back and win the game unless that happens and they get the short field quick score there. They get that. That was the play of the game that changed everything and totally swung the momentum back in Denver's favor.
I wonder if, you tell me the total, just watch. Like last year, Bo ran more, I feel like.
Yeah, right.
Does that help a quarterback get in a rhythm?
It does.
Do we do that more, maybe?
When quarterback design runs, I'm all for that.
Okay.
I think what happens a little too sometimes is like it's year two. They know he's their guy. He's the franchise. And they probably are a little reluctant to go, hey, let's throw him out there in the run game and let him get hit and then get hurt. And then we're really screwed, right? Whereas a rookie, they're like, we need you to run. You're a rookie. You can't do much. So we really need that element. But yeah, that's another thing that they got to continue to dabble and tinker here with how they want to attack on the offensive side of the ball. Because we know Sean Payton has always been an offensive genius, and he can't be happy with the way this offense looks right now.
Yeah, he said it'll be unpleasant in there today. But you can be happy with the fact that 3 straight games of the fourth quarter comeback game-winning drive. You can be happy that you're 5-2. It's something that we didn't see last year, that you haven't. It's sort of like I as a fan, want to know you can win these kind of games. Great. I love to see that. I think that's important. But I remember the reason I'm asking about the running thing or getting in a rhythm. But Josh Allen's talked about that. Different body type, different whatever.
But no, it does.
But he's talked about how it gets you kind of going. I wonder if they dabble with that. One thing for sure, they're going to. Sean Payton's offense is going to dabble, which we love to see.
The big thing is, Kay, is we just got to know, I don't think what they're doing is sustainable. So to your point and to my point is something's got to change, right? To just think we're going to come back in the fourth quarter against the best teams in football in the biggest moments of the year, I don't think that's realistic to think that's going to happen, right? So that's where I think we're both saying the same thing. They got to figure something else out here because they can't keep doing this to their football team. I
made the mistake of tweeting after this game, man, I feel for Jaxson. Oh. And I got the full, people hate Jaxson Dart. People, he's so polarizing already. I love it. I think he thrives off. I don't think people like confident people. I just think that's what it is. What do you take away from him and his performance, even in a loss?
Yeah, I mean, I love Jaxson Dart. I mean, I love him. And listen, I was one that I didn't love him coming out in the draft. Yeah. I had my questions. His playmaking ability is elite. His leadership and his approach to the game emotionally and everything that way is awesome. I mean, I don't know how people can hate on him when you go, wait, the whole locker room loves him and they're rallying around the guy. Stop being haters, everybody out there. Oh, so what? He wears a necklace or he paints his eye or he talks some trash or he's on TikTok. I mean, what the hell? What are you angry about? What are people so angry about all the time? I mean, they're one of the most fun teams to watch in the sport right now. And that's where yesterday's frustrating. Yesterday, as a Giant fan, as you know, was the first time in a while I was heartbroken after a game. But yet I think it speaks to something in that I was expecting something, and I like the team and what they're doing. He's been magical. Yeah, they've been fun to watch. Cam Scatterboo along with that has added a lot of juice to the organization. But, yes, they got to figure out how to win games. Jaxson Dart started 4 games so far. They're 2-2 in those games. And I would say the 2 that they lost, they outplayed the other team and lost the football game. And that's where the coaching is going to go under the microscope, and you're going to hear Brian Daboll, and is he the guy to lead the Giants into the future and all that stuff. Right.
To come back after that interception and lead that drive tells me, everything I need to know.
I mean, that 4th and 19 throw, he moves in the pocket and throws a ball across the field on 4th and 19 on the money. Yes, and I like when they score touchdowns, he comes off the sideline and he's swearing and cussing and let's effing go. And you could see the team rallying around it. That's what makes great quarterbacks great. What do you think everybody loved Tom Brady in New England for? He'd come off the field and be like, yes, let's give it to these MFers. Let's kick and the team was like, yeah, that's right. And it energizes the sideline. And that's what he's doing for the Giants right now. But, yeah, that one hurt yesterday.
Does it put a target on his back, though, with opposing teams? It sounded like leading up to this, the Broncos were like, okay, that's why people don't act. Every NFL player has that confidence. Not everybody shows it because it is you're going to get a bigger lick potentially from a team, right? It's a bigger target. Is there truth to that, or is that just my perception?
No, that's real. Yeah. And I think especially when you're like that, everybody wants to hit the quarterback. And then when the quarterback's loud and boisterous, they want to hit him more. And then when he's loud and boisterous and in New York and getting attention out the wazoo, right? It was almost like Odell Beckham Jr. No, everybody couldn't wait to knock Odell Beckham Jr.'s head off, right? Yeah. When he was in New York in his prime. It's that same type of thing. Yeah, certainly. But, the New Yorkers, we love the way his attitude is. It's in your face. It's, the lights are on Broadway. Here we go. Let's play some ball.
I love it.
And that's where it's awesome. But, yeah, he's going to have some players that are going to go, I want to knock his head off. But after the game, they're going to go, man, I respect the way he plays. I like it a lot. And, yeah, he's going to have to deal with a little bit of that.
Chris Sims, you mentioned Jaxson Dart and TikTok. So, of course, I have to show you the latest TikTok with the Football Night in America crew.
Oh,
okay, Maria leading the charge. Your quarterback leading the charge. Okay.
This is every week thing right now. This is an every week thing. So you can look up for the last 5 weeks of doing it. I mean, this one, I don't know what the hell this move was there. I'm just making stuff up as I go, okay? All right?
No. First of all, I don't buy that. I would like to buy the rights from Maria's cell phone or whoever's cell phone for the behind the scenes. Take me through the behind the scenes of how this gets This is not the first one you guys did. This is not the first take. You will not sell me on that.
We do it every Sunday night, and they kind of go, hey, this is what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
And all us squares look at it and go, what? Wait, what? Hold on. I can't do those moves. How does it go? And they coach us up a little bit. And then we sit here in this studio I'm in right now, and we do it, and we make ourselves look like fools on a weekly basis. But we're having fun. We're having fun
You're
on
having
Sunday,
fun.
and yeah, we're enjoying it.
And Maria's got NBA on NBC starting tomorrow. What advice would you give Carmelo Anthony and Vince Carter in the TikTok process?
Oh, well, yeah. You just when you deal with Maria, you just better be ready. You just got to be ready for anything. Unadvised camera. She'll film you when you're not looking. She'll make fun of you when you're not looking.
Love it.
And Maria is, is as quick-witted as they come. So she can shoot, shots fired. And if you're not ready to shoot back, she'll keep kicking your butt all day long. So that's what I would tell the NBA crew. Be on your P's and Q's with Maria Taylor.
Be on your toes. I have one more question for you. I know you got to run. Jalen Hurts always seems to have his best games right before you come on my show. I don't know. Best of the best.
Yeah.
I don't know. He had a perfect passer rating yesterday. AJ invited to the party early. Devontae, they combined for over 300 yards. What changes did Philly make yesterday? Is it going to remain? What's going on?
Well, they took shots down the field. I think that's the biggest thing. They need to be a little bit more aggressive. I think it will, one, scare a defense, back them off the run game and Saquon Barkley a little bit. So that'd be the first thing I would say, right? I like that. Now, within this, you see this is the fourth down. That was the first drive of the game. Okay, now here we are. This is the second quarter. This goes to no points at all. And this was one of their only positive plays until this right here, okay? So, again, almost like we talked about with Denver, it was an awesome day. Jalen Hurts made plays and all that. But is this realistic to be sustainable on a week-to-week basis that we're just going to – I'll be able to scramble and buy time and we'll have one-on-one shots down the football field? Again, like I said, they went up 14-3, and then they got 7 yards for, like, the next 2 quarters, and then they exploded. So, again, I like the aggressive shots down the football field, but I still think there needs to be more to their offense because just, hey, we're going to throw deep shots every game against the best teams in football is not going to be a sustainable way to get to the Super Bowl is all I'm saying.
Great analysis, Chris. We appreciate you so much. You can see and hear more of your opinions on Chris Sims Unbuttoned, on PFT Live, and on Football Night in America on NBC. And he is a TikTok sensation, the fantastic Chris Sims. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. As
Thank
always,
you.
Ken. Good
Appreciate
seeing
you. Yes, we've got a big game tonight.